You saw that right before he shattered her. That feels weird to say. Hey, I'm Jaro, here to react to Steven Universe Future, episodes 15 and 16, Mr. Universe and Fragments. And, okay, Fragments first. Fragments is a very ominous episode title. People have been theorizing that Steven straight up kills somebody, which I hope he doesn't, because it's bad enough that he killed me last week. That aside, I'm really looking forward to him, like, bonding with Greg and going on some kind of trip, it looks like. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love that this show is emotionally powerful, but it still hurts so much. And I want a little less of that, but I know we're getting more of that. Also, shout out to the person that commented, I hope Jasper mentors Steven. I read that at some point, and that apparently is spot on in what we were going to get. So I hope that that is like a part of some kind of resolution for Jasper, because I feel like her arc has not had enough of the resolvey bits. I don't know, like going over her arc as a whole, villain, somewhere, randomly on Earth and then corrupted. I don't know, it seems short, so I hope there's like a satisfying ending to that. I'm not emotionally ready to watch any of this anymore, but that's what we're doing. Let's go. I know I comment on the video card like every episode, like with the villains, but it's just trepidation right out the gate every single time. Dude. You remember Snow Day where he was trying to be healthy?
Looks like I had some of my most formative moments eating rest stop sandwiches outside Delmarva House and watching the trucks go by.
I love this idea, actually.
Let's go, son, right now. Really? The road is calling, Steven. Can't you hear it?
Spontaneity.
I think I can.
I kind of love that kind of like contrast. Like Steven wanted to get away from his mom being his purpose, and then there was that one episode where Greg was like, you are everything I want. It's kind of like a reverse. Taking the depression nest on the road. Did they actually record, like, the season 1 songs in universe then?
How did you become Mr. Universe?
Origin.
I can show you.
Oh wow! Are they visiting his relatives?
No one's home. Wait, what?
You're estranged? Dude, what if someone else lives there?
Dad?
Dude!
Seems to be a lot easier. Dad, you're breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Just gotta grab one thing.
How do you know if your folks still live there?
Riggs, you don't have to steal. Come on, let's get out of here. Just a sec. What are you even looking for? You'll see.
I love the genuine fear on this guy's face.
What do I even say?
Young Greg looks just like Steven.
It's like a snack for your nose. Your fancy foreign spoon collection.
Yes.
From Dad?
Yeah.
They're all unopened.
You really thought he broke into a random house? You have such faith in your dad. Yeah. So he kind of really does have Rose's hair. I mean, Pink's.
My parents. This was your room. What? This place is beautiful. I thought you said you grew up in a prison. I did. You have no idea what it was like.
Strict parents.
Your tiny baby boots. A wrestling trophy. I didn't know you wrestled. Not by choice. Middle school yearbook.
I love how Steven loves this domestic stuff.
Braces.
Oh my god.
You look just like me. Who is Lauren Hecht? She sure wrote a lot.
Now I'm sad at how unraised he was. Steven, I mean.
Oh no, is that my graduation photo? They made me cut it, and everything music was off limits, which is why I had to.
He grew up in Footlooseville.
Your journey of self-discovery, so you better get behind the wheel.
Such a free-range parent. Oh, I thought they were gonna get stranded for a sec. David Bowie?
With the song that made me who I am. Hold on to your butt, Steven.
Oh! Did he name himself after this version of Rocket Man?
Welcome to the party, Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe.
Dude.
Dad, is this where our name comes from? Yes, exactly. You took it from a song? Once I heard this, everything changed. I suddenly realized there was so much out there I hadn't even thought to dream about. The whole world, the whole universe. I wanted to get out and see all of it. Now it's your turn. Where does Mr. Universe make you want to go?
You can find a different song.
Maybe you need to hear it again.
No, come on. Come on. You can be different people.
What? I wish I could have grown up in a house like that. No, you don't.
I didn't.
Your parents weren't so bad.
Oh.
Maybe they gave you curfews and chaperones and meatloaf for a reason. You're better off than I was. I can't believe I never realized you're just like Mom. You grew up with actual freedom. I grew up in a van. I never went to school. I never been to the doctor until 2 days ago. Steven, you're a gem. You're not like other kids. I could have done all that stuff. My problem isn't that I'm a gem. My problem is I'm a universe. Watch out.
Dude. Like, everyone was thinking it, but I didn't expect him to say it.
Oh, thank goodness. We'll all get through this, and look, I
Literally wrecked that.
proud of you. What?
Oh?
You know, I never had the guts to tell my old man off like that. I'm glad you can tell me anything. You know you can tell me anything, right? You're having a hard time right now. I get it.
Wow. Okay, let me just pause that. Let me just talk about that. Okay. Two things that I love about what's going on here. I love to see the whole, overcompensating for what your parents did to you kind of thing. That was an Avatar: The Last Airbender too, what Toph's parents did to her, how she tried to reverse that with her kids, on and on and on. Like, thinking it over even more is kind of disturbing that now that someone is there for Steven, now that there's just one person who has time for him, his dad, he takes him for granted. That's horrifying to see. Like, I try not to do that with my parents because I know that they're gonna die. Every time I'm annoyed, I just think you're gonna die. And then I'm like, not annoyed anymore, I just think I love you. Does Steven not have that same kind of thing going on? Does Steven not value human life enough since he can bring people back from the dead? Probably not. Like, taking your dad for granted is probably more of a teenage thing than a gem thing. It really bothered me how at the end Steven didn't seem to feel ashamed of wrecking the van and endangering his life and his father's life. I mean, I know he's going through a lot right then, but I wish he'd taken a moment to appreciate that his dad wasn't mad at him instead of continuing to dwell in those problems. Like, I know you can bring people back to life, Steven, but you almost killed him. And you. Second of all, great point, dude. As much as I disagree with that after bit, this part slightly before that,
I grew up in a van.
Was completely valid, honestly. He didn't get to go to school. He missed out on a ton of stuff. And it's kind of weird, honestly, to see someone else going through that and being mad about it. Because, I don't know if you can tell. By the way, I'm almost crying, but I kind of went through a somewhat similar thing, I think. Missing out on all the normal stuff can really get to a person. You feel like maybe you grew up wrong, like maybe all the problems within you are because of this stuff that did or didn't happen. You can't really change what happened, so you can only change how you choose to deal with it. Anyway, next episode, let's see how he chooses to deal with it. Oh, thank you, buisness.
You crashed the van with Greg inside? You know how fragile he is.
Yeah.
These outbursts of yours are getting out of hand.
It's not an outburst!
See? This is exactly what I'm talking
It's
about.
kind of an outburst.
Where are you going? We're not David!
Wow.
Need some space, okay? I'll be in my room.
Not so fast, my dude. You gotta tell us what's going on.
Oh, Christ.
Don't let this power control you. You're better than this.
Dude, he needs space. You can do that on your own? Kinda OP, but okay.
And that's why I can't go back. So, what you're saying is, you're here for a rematch! I just need to be alone so I don't hurt anyone.
Except Jasper.
If you really wanted to be alone, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
Jasper, this is the last place anyone would look for me.
you went to
Wait, don't leave me here.
Jasper?
The only problem you have are your friends. Can't you see they're holding you back? You came all the way out here to hide from us.
He's listening to a villain speech. I hope he sees that this is a bad influence, but his judgment has not been the best lately. Innocent tree.
Destroy that wiggling tree. No. That's disgusting. No, the grass.
I love that's how he has to use his power.
Quit helping the local ecosystem recover.
This is so in character.
I can't control myself. Shut up. This is what you were worried about? It's nothing.
I mean,
I'm stronger.
that could be good to hear.
I'm not afraid of this, and you shouldn't be either.
You should be afraid about killing your dad.
I'm not gonna teach you unless you fight me. I'm not gonna fight you unless you teach me.
Both start at once.
Really? Lesson 1. Stop smiling. I've seen you smile. Lesson 2.
Like a football. His bones are broken. This is like a game to her. Your bones, your bones. Dude. Ah. Pink Steven. She's so prepared to kill him. Oh my god. Build your own shelter, hun. He's really just disappeared into the forest for days. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a cool shot. Wow, okay. He's grown a beard, dude. Camaraderie. Hey. Has he quit vegetarianism? He was a vegetarian, I wasn't just imagining that, right? Am I hallucinating? Dude, what's going on? How long has he been in the woods? Does he feel older?
Not bad for 3 days of work. I didn't teach you that.
It's been 3 days! Are we gonna get teenage Stephen back to normal at all? Is he gonna turn this way every time he turns pink? This is so weird. Like, I just saw a Tumblr argument about making older Stephen too skinny. And the very next episode. Wait, that can do that? Wait, that's like the worm. That's like the... Are they gonna fuse? The voice thing. Ah, he has so many powers now. It's been 3 days. All this pink geometry. I wonder if the other diamonds have this many powers. Think for a minute, man. What you trying to do? Wow.
I've sent so many messages, but he hasn't replied. Steven,
Okay. So he is back to normal. The whole bottle. I wish we weren't right. I wish we weren't right.
Please let this work.
Holding the fragments like his mom. Did you need the whole mixture? How much healing did you try initially? Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Is she gonna be the same? She is.
You shattered me. Jasper,
She remembers.
I'm sorry. I should have stopped. I just wasn't thinking. I bow to your strength.
God damn it. So that's what makes a diamond to her. The power of life and death. Dude. Just real quick, I want to bring up a Reddit discussion. We were joking. Before this episode came out, we were joking. Yesterday, there was a thread that was like, I'm pretty sure fragments means that Steven freaking shatters someone. And I'm here going like, interesting, but this could never happen. But these days, anything is on the table, anything could happen, and I'm just afraid. I got this one reply. Are you suggesting Steven just casually murders? And I wrote these cursed words. I don't think it'd be casual. I think it'd be accidental, further fueling his descent into tragedy. I know I wrote that, but it's so messed up that it actually happened. Why? Okay. While we're here, does anyone have any cursed predictions? Like, is he gonna relate to White Diamond? Does he want to consult with his fellow diamonds or with his diamond powers? Is, like, seeing that helmet thing, is the worm whatever, is that a fusion between him and Jasper? I don't think they're on that path, because now she's all kneeling and that's sort of an uncomfortable dynamic. But, like, that's what the thing, that's what that looks like. On the lighter side of things, I kind of wonder what that second form of his means. I think it makes sense that he reverted, because, like, we've seen that how old he looks kind of ties into how old he feels, and what better thing to make you feel like a scared and confused child than something scary and confusing. When you saw the fear of death in her face, and then she instantly knelt before him. Oh my god. Props to Rebecca and the team for not having her at any point before this say, I'll respect you over my dead body. Oh god. So what does this mean now? Does she just... I feel like this doesn't resolve her existential crisis because Steven is not gonna want her to serve him. And I don't think he's gonna want to interact with a version of her that's afraid he's going to kill her. Because that's a valid fear. Is it his turn to traumatize other people now? Is that what these episodes were? Wow. I mean, this kind of ties back to what I was saying in my discussion of, like, the previous episode. Like, he has power over life and death. So is he not going to... Is he going to treat that stuff lightly now? I'm kind of afraid. Like, he trained with Jasper because he had nowhere else to go. He listened to her. He kind of let her thinking in his head. You saw that right before he shattered her. That feels weird to say. He shattered her. The hits don't stop coming. Oh my god. It's like I walk into every episode of Steven Universe Future with a smile on my face, and the Crewniverse is just standing there with a baseball bat. And then when it's over, I thank them. Like, this really happened. So the next episodes that we are getting, all four have an apparent ending next weekend. Homeworld Bound, Everything's Fine, I Am My Monster, and The Future. I think I'm gonna leave this unresolved. I just want a satisfying ending to the show, honestly. It sounds like, okay, I Am My Monster sounds like it's not going to involve Jasper. Homeworld Bound, maybe he is consulting with the Diamonds. I still think that White Diamond badly wants to relapse. I think that she was having a good time, and maybe she can rationalize her own imperfections now. Maybe it's been long enough. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm increasingly terrified of what this show has to do to him. Be careful about every single prediction you make from here on out, because they're probably going to become true if they're like hurtful enough. I do love that we got to see Steven and Jasper train. Like that was really cool. I didn't like how she was still having her villain-like monologues, but you know, what else could you expect from her? I don't think Jasper's gonna get less broken. I think she's just gonna remain the same level of confused and power serving. I want to see everyone become less confused, but there's 4 episodes left, so who the hell knows? I can't just keep recording my thoughts forever, so I hope to see you and your predictions in the comments below. Bye.